Hey guys, I just wanted to show you the activity we are doing. Hopefully you're on it for the right day. Today would be Friday the 22nd. So that means if you have finished reading or listening to slides 2 through 5, you've read or listened to slide 6, there's a video right here, and 7, video right there. Taking a look at the chart on 8, if you're not sure what it means, click the video. It's a long explanation, but there's lots to it. And if you have sorted your good and bad habitat, remember this is really the only thing that you're doing on this to turn in. So make sure that slide 9 is done. That tells me bada bing bada boom, you are ready for slide 10, which I explained in this videos 10 and 11, talking about the different features of the fish. And make sure you take a look at that. The video is on 10. That means, yay, you are here at slide 12. It should be Friday. You should have nothing missing from any of your assignments. That means you're ready for Fashion a Fish. So this is kind of one of my favorite activities, but since you know a little more about different features of the fish, you're going to get these materials from me. There's cardboard, pipe cleaners, a little bit of Play-Doh, there's straw and tape. That should be in your little box or however we're passing that out this time. You'll have as close to even amounts as I could get. And then things that I hope you already have or remember to bring for Friday are colored pencils that we gave you. We have scissors. If not, you guys know how to borrow them properly. And then we have pencils and paper. Your job will be to plan out first, so that's what the pencils and paper are there for. Plan out what you think your fish is going to look like and just know that these are your materials you'll be working with. So I think I am going to leave it up to you guys to mix and match different features from slide 10 and 11. Your job is to choose one of each of the mouths. So do you want a sucker-shaped mouth? Do you want an elongated upper jaw, elongated lower jaw, a duckbill, extremely large jaws? It's up to you. You have to pick one of the 5 that are showcased here, and you guys know how to check that. And if you have questions, of course, ask me. So choose one of those 5. Then after you decided, maybe write it down so that you know, and don't forget and change it halfway through. It happens. And then you're going to choose a body shape. Do you want a torpedo-shaped body for your fish you're building? A flat-bellied one? Do you want a vertical disc body, a horizontal disc body, or a humpback body? Remember, you do not have to make a salmon. That would make it pretty boring because everybody would have the same thing. If you want to get a little crazy with it and mix and match different materials, I am okay with that. But I do want to see that you understand how to build each of those and know what kind of environment they would survive best in. For coloration, you can choose, so these are almost like different types of camouflage. You can choose to make your fish that you built have a light colored belly, so the bottom of it is lighter colored. You can choose a dark colored upper side, which doesn't mean it has to be silver for light and black for the top. It can be a lighter color, so like yellow, light green, pink. It can be any kind of lighter shade. And this one doesn't have to be black. It can be brown, dark gray, it can be blue, purple, dark green, any color that's just a darker shade. You can choose to have vertical stripes, so the up and down stripes for your creature to hide in vegetation. You can choose horizontal stripes, or you can choose the mottled coloration. I do that every time, which makes it look like rocks and other things to hide at the bottom. The trick is if you choose to mix and match a lot of different features, you have to be able to support your thinking because we can't have things that wouldn't work together. So if you say, okay, my fish is going to be a sucker fish, you know how they feed on smaller plants and animals, it's going to have a sucker mouth. You're going to want to be aware, like, okay, well, those are usually bottom feeder type fish. And yes, they can have a fast moving body. Yes, they could have a flat bellied body. They could be vertical disc, they could be horizontal, but humpback might not be a good choice for that one because they're not usually navigating through fast-moving water. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys. Just make sure that what you choose will work together. Try your best to make up a fish. I know sometimes once you start building it, you're like, hey, this is already a salmon, and that's okay. But I want you guys to take the time to be a little creative with this. And then when it comes to coloration, making sure, okay, well, the light belly is for camouflage underneath. The dark is for camouflage from above. This is for camouflage in plants or other vegetation, so not good for the open ocean. They'd be found very quickly. These horizontal stripes are camouflage for being in a school, like so lots of them together, which wouldn't work so well in the rivers. And then mottled coloration, I think any of those three could be probably anywhere. So it's totally up to you. I hope that you get a little crazy with this and make something that would actually work. So you're going to choose a mouth type, body shape, and coloration to create your own fish using these materials. Your job is to create the fish using the materials, and you have to decide what environment your fish would survive best in. You only have a limited amount of time, so work quickly. Those of you who are working in class know that we only get to this once we've finished everything else. If you run out of time, I will be sending home the materials, so don't panic. For this one, I would really, really, really love if you ended up taking them home, sending me your final product so I can see what your fish actually look like. And then it should be a new fish. It shouldn't, like I said, it shouldn't be like a salmon or something that you already know a lot about. So don't forget to name your new fish and have tons of fun. So remember, school appropriate names, of course, but I mean, it could be the Mrs. Fife fish or whatever you guys choose to call it. I'm okay with. Of course, always being kind and respectful for school. The only other thing I can think of is, make sure it works together. And then as you're building and creating, when you're making that initial plan at first, try to think like, okay, do I want my fish to survive better out in the ocean, in the river? Is it a strong swimmer? Is it a bottom feeder? Be thinking of those things as you're choosing features. If you get stuck, let me know, send me messages, ask me questions in class. If you wanted to try this from home, you guys, use whatever materials you have and see if you can construct a fish. This is part of our STEM Friday activity, and I find it's one of my very favorite things we do in class. So if it's something you're interested in and you have the materials, go for it. Send me what you come up with. But if you don't have it, then don't worry. This is not an assignment, just for fun. All right. Again, any questions, send me messages, and I will see you soon. Bye.